In international politics, some secrets are so widely known they're called open secrets. Israel's nuclear weapons are perhaps the most famous. For decades, the world has speculated about what lies hidden in the Negev desert. Is Israel a nuclear state? The country neither confirms nor denies it. This official silence is a deliberate policy, nuclear ambiguity. Israel keeps the world guessing, shaping its relationships with neighbors and the United States. This strategy lets Israel enjoy the benefits of being a nuclear power without the political fallout. But how did a small country, founded in 1948, develop such advanced technology, and why does the secrecy persist? The story begins with leaders like David Ben-Gurion, who believed Israel needed an ultimate weapon for survival. Surrounded by hostile neighbors, they sought a deterrent beyond a conventional army. This led to a secret project to develop the world's most powerful weapon. Hidden from the public and most of the world, only a select few knew the truth. The decisions made then still shape the region today. To understand this open secret, we must examine the history, leaked evidence, and the reasons behind the silence. We'll explore the Dimona reactor, the revelations of Mordechai Vanunu, and estimates of Israel's arsenal. By piecing together the facts, we can better understand why Israel remains silent and what that means for the Middle East and the world. Israel's official stance is called deliberate ambiguity. Never say yes, never say no. Israeli leaders repeat, Israel will not be the first to introduce nuclear weapons to the Middle East. The phrase is intentionally vague, leaving introduce open to interpretation. This ambiguity allows Israel to possess nuclear weapons without officially declaring them. The main goal is deterrence. Uncertainty makes enemies think twice before attacking. This is sometimes called the Samson Option. If Israel's survival is threatened, it could use its ultimate weapon. Ambiguity also prevents a regional arms race and helps maintain U.S. support. The U.S. opposes nuclear proliferation, but Israel's silence lets both sides avoid political complications. Israel must balance credibility and uncertainty, enough doubt to deter, but not enough certainty to provoke crisis. Subtle signals like missile tests reinforce the message without open admission. This careful management of information is central to Israel's security strategy. For over 60 years, ambiguity has been a cornerstone of Israeli policy. The silence is as strategic as the weapons themselves. Israel's nuclear journey began in the 1950s, soon after its founding. Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion saw science as key to survival and established the Israel Atomic Energy Commission in 1952. Officially, it promoted peaceful nuclear energy, but the real goal was a security guarantee. France became a crucial partner, especially after the 1956 Suez Crisis. In secret deals, France helped Israel build a large nuclear reactor and a reprocessing plant, essential for producing plutonium. The heart of the project was the Dimona facility in the Negev desert. To hide its purpose, Israel claimed it was a textile factory or weather station. Construction began in the late 1950s with thousands of Israeli and French workers sworn to secrecy. The Dimona reactor went critical in the early 1960s, giving Israel the means to produce plutonium. The US soon grew suspicious, but Israeli officials staged inspections to hide the true purpose. Fake walls and control rooms concealed the underground reprocessing plant. For years, the world was fooled. Dimona's real mission remained hidden. This secrecy allowed Israel to quietly build its nuclear capabilities. The partnership with France was the foundation of Israel's nuclear program. For decades, Israel's nuclear program was shrouded in secrecy, until Mordechai Vanunu. Vanunu, a technician at Dimona, became troubled by what he saw and decided to expose the truth. He secretly photographed the facility's most sensitive areas and fled Israel with the evidence. In London, he contacted the Sunday Times. Experts verified his story and were stunned by the scale of Israel's program. Vanunu's information suggested Israel had enough plutonium for 100-200 nuclear bombs, far more than anyone suspected. Before the story broke, Mossad agents lured Vanunu to Rome, kidnapped him, and brought him back to Israel. He was tried in secret, convicted of treason, and spent years in solitary confinement. Vanunu's revelations were a turning point. The world now had concrete evidence of Israel's arsenal, yet Israel maintained its silence, punishing the leaker but never confirming the details. The Vanunu affair showed how fiercely Israel protects its nuclear secrets. His photos cracked the wall of secrecy, but the official policy of ambiguity held firm. The world learned much, but Israel's silence remained unbroken. The message was clear: secrecy is paramount. The open secret was now undeniable. Without official confirmation, experts rely on leaks and analysis to estimate Israel's arsenal. The Federation of American Scientists estimates Israel has around 90 nuclear warheads, though some say as many as 400. These numbers are based on Dimona's plutonium production since the 1960s. Not all material is weaponized. Some bombs may have been retired. Israel is believed to have both atomic and more advanced thermonuclear weapons. Vanunu's revelations hinted at hydrogen bomb development, putting Israel among the world's most advanced nuclear states. Production of new plutonium likely stopped around 2004, but the arsenal remains credible. Israel's focus now is on maintaining and improving its delivery systems. Even with 90 warheads, Israel is a significant nuclear power. The true size and sophistication of the arsenal remain a closely guarded secret. Being a nuclear power isn't just about having bombs, it's about delivering them. Most experts believe Israel has developed a nuclear triad: land, air, and sea-based delivery systems. On land, Israel's Jericho missiles, especially the Jericho III, can reach targets across the Middle East and beyond. These missiles are stored in hardened bunkers ready for rapid launch. In the air, Israel's F-15, F-16, and F-35 fighter jets can be modified to carry nuclear bombs, offering flexibility and reach. The Israeli Air Force's proven long-range capabilities make this a credible deterrent. At sea, Israel's Dolphin-class submarines, built in Germany, are believed to carry nuclear-armed cruise missiles. Submarines can hide for weeks, ensuring a second strike capability even if Israel is attacked first. This triad guarantees Israel's deterrent is secure and survivable. The combination of land, air, and sea options makes Israel's nuclear force both flexible and resilient. Few nations possess such a robust system. The triad is the ultimate insurance policy. It ensures Israel's enemies must always think twice. Israel's silence serves powerful strategic and diplomatic purposes. By not declaring its arsenal, Israel avoids provoking neighbors into a nuclear arms race. Open admission could push countries like Egypt or Saudi Arabia to seek their own bombs. Ambiguity also shields Israel from international sanctions tied to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which Israel never signed. Declaring nuclear status would trigger global pressure to disarm. The policy is also vital for U.S. relations. American law forbids aid to nuclear states outside the NPT. Israel's silence lets U.S. presidents maintain plausible deniability and keep aid flowing. This understanding dates back to a secret Nixon-Meyer agreement in 1969. Ambiguity is a psychological tool, forcing adversaries to assume the worst without direct threats. Israel enjoys deterrence benefits without the political costs of open admission. Leaders have consistently judged that the risks of openness outweigh the benefits. The silence is a strategic asset, not just a policy. It remains central to Israel's defense. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, or NPT, is the world's main agreement to stop the spread of nuclear weapons. 5 countries are recognized as nuclear states, all others agree not to build bombs. Israel, India, and Pakistan never signed the NPT. India and Pakistan declared their arsenals after nuclear tests. Israel remains silent. Israel is the only country believed to have nuclear weapons, but refuses to confirm or deny it. This ambiguity lets Israel avoid the backlash India and Pakistan faced. Arab states and Iran see Israel's undeclared arsenal as a major obstacle to peace and arms control. They argue there's a double standard. Iran faces scrutiny, while Israel is largely ignored. Calls for a nuclear weapon-free Middle East go nowhere as long as Israel maintains secrecy. Israel insists it needs its deterrent as long as existential threats remain. The U.S. quietly supports Israel's position, shielding it from international criticism. This unique status complicates global non-proliferation efforts. Is Israel a nuclear state? Officially, the answer is unknown, but the evidence is overwhelming. From Dimona's secret construction to Vanunu's revelations, the story is clear. Israel built the bomb in secret to ensure survival. Experts estimate an arsenal of about 90 warheads with a secure nuclear triad. Most governments and analysts assume Israel is a nuclear power, even if the details remain hidden. The exact number, types, and use policies are still a mystery. Deliberate ambiguity maximizes deterrence and minimizes political fallout. Israel's nuclear status is the world's most famous open secret. This silence has shaped Middle East politics and Israel's global relationships. As of June 27, 2025, the Dimona reactor stands as a monument to secrecy and survival. The world may never know all the answers, but the mystery endures.